Alright folks, welcome to this exciting video. In this episode we're going to be doing something a little bit different to normal. There'll be more exploring by foot in the next video, but in this episode I'm going to strap you to the chest cam and we're going to go on a little bike run. And we're here near the town of Montrose in the little village of St Cyrus, which is like a mile up there. St Cyrus Beach is down this road, and this is the ancient viaduct here, which was obviously built for the steam engines coming out of Montrose and then heading up towards Hillside. There is still a current railway in operation, but this is not it. And apparently the person who engineered this and designed it, the architect that designed this bridge, is the famous architect who designed and built the Dundee train bridge, which actually fell over, killing people, killing everyone on the train pretty much. And yeah, this old bridge here remains as a footpath or a cycle route here. So yeah, let's get into the action, folks. So look at this, folks, this is us up on top of the old rail line now. The Honda's down at the other side, and just check out the stonework. Look at the height of that. And then at the other side here we've got this, which is still the main road to this day. The first old viaduct, built in the 1700s. This other train bridge, built in the 1800s. Look at this, folks, we interrupt the mountain bike ride with this interesting piece of World War II history, which is at the north end of the old Montrose airfield, which is up that way. But yeah, look at this, it's either been a little machine gun post here, or it could have been like some sort of mortar pit or something like that. But it looks like at one time the wall did go all the way around it, whereas one side of it now has been busted off. And it's crazy that there's World War II history like this, like hidden in these sand dunes here, and it's just crazy how you can see the top of it sometimes sticking out. As the years pass, nature takes over and covers stuff like that, and then you can't see it. But yeah, I just thought it was cool to just come and record this as I was passing. See, it's had lookouts all the way around, which is interesting. So that shows you that probably the ground was different back when this was in its prime. Anyway folks, on with the bike ride. I'm just going to record like the fun bits, the quick little bits of the bike ride. I'm now going to bore you with all like the slow uphill boring parts. Here's an interesting point. Over the top of St Cyrus Beach, I can see 3 people like paragliding or whatever you call that. They've got like their massive like what's the word for it, like parachute things, and they're just using the wind's currents to soar above the beach. Anyway, moving on. So this here, folks, is the old runway of the Montrose airfield, and it looks like it's been cement all its days, but what you can actually see is at one time down here, look, it's had like an asphalt coating on it, and that's like the same as what we saw when we were exploring the Stracathro runway at the Stracathro aerodrome. So you can imagine in the war, obviously it would have been hustling, bustling in the middle here with planes and stuff going on, but this would have been a black runway all the way around the outside here. Anyway folks, let's go and take a bike ride right around this whole runway, pretty much airfield. Some of the runway now is covered by like buildings and stuff with offshore companies and that, but we'll go and take a look, we'll go and explore. I'm absolutely roasting, folks, after cycling around that old runway. But this video gives you an idea of the actual size of the runway. I didn't even record the whole thing, but that's some of the more interesting little bits and pieces that I showed you. Now, this next section of the bike run is actually one of my favourite. Through this wood, it's kind of downhill slightly. It takes you out the other side, so yeah. Let's see how we get on with the chest cam on this section, folks. So that there is one of my favourite sections of mountain biking around here, folks. It's not a very long forest section, but it's long enough that you can just go all out as fast as you can along it. It's pretty good fun. Anyway, I've just noticed this old abandoned house, folks. Look how a video can turn from being a mountain bike video to being an abandoned house video, folks. Check this out. We're exploring it all today. Whoa, this has been a little outhouse. This has maybe been their shite house at one time. Oh look, it's had a window. This house has been abandoned for a long time. Wow, the roof's starting to fall in. We'll go to the inside and have a look. I was just getting a couple little photos of this place, folks. Wow, look at the roof in here. What? Whoa, pigeon! Got the fright of my life. Last time I looked in here, that roof was still up. All those beams now at the other side have collapsed. Look at that, the old fireplace and stuff still in there. Wow. This could be some of the last kind of videos that you see when the roof's still on this, which is pretty crazy. Because I would think, it wouldn't be long before all that falls down. Oh, look at this, folks. This is real history right here, we've just noticed. Look at this. Look, this is when this building was built, folks. Look at that. Can we see that? John A. Cool, August the 26th, 1907. That's when this house was built. And like, we've managed to document this history before it gets lost forever. Wow, I'm going to try and get a photograph of that. So there you go, folks. I'll include those photographs I just took at the end of the video. John A. Cool, August the 26th, 1907. This house was built. The joiner was fitting this place out. So that gives you an idea of the history, the time scale we're dealing with. Okay, and now it's just abandoned here, 2021. The roof's finally fallen down and it's not going to last much longer. Wow. I'll just take a quick walk around the back of here just to see. It's crazy, like, obviously the reason things like this fall down is because of decay and that, but it gets often torn down because of vandalism, and it's cool to document that history. Like, we've just seen that Ken, that writing on that board, it's cool to document it before it's gone forever. I'm pretty hyped on that, folks. Yeah, little house pretty soon with no roof, I would think. Anyway folks, on with this little bike ride. So this little section of forest that I'm at now is actually built up from the rest of the forest. You can see it's like a rise, and this is because this is the old rail line which now leads back up to the viaduct that we saw at the start of the video. I'm basically just following the old rail line out now, and then in a minute the path cuts to the left. The old rail line used to go straight on, but obviously like nowadays it goes through people's property and that, so the little path just kind of goes round the outside back to the viaduct. So yeah folks, let's go for it. Right then folks, we're back next to the viaduct and I've just packed the bike away into the car, and yeah, that's been something a bit different again for the video. I had been on the bike with the chest cam ages ago, but it's cool. Now I've got more of an idea what angle and stuff to put the camera in. This camera's so much better for that stuff, so yeah, it was a cool adventure. Anyway, I'll end this one here. If you care anything about the history that we've looked at around that bike run, get in the comments folks. If you've no clicked subscribe already, click that subscribe. We're out here on adventures every day that's possible folks, so yeah, I'll end it here. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you very soon.